Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are live on the streets. It is Sunday. Hang on, what is today actually? Sunday, October the 13th, 2024. And we are live in Austin, Texas. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a good day. Is my camera crooked? It's a little crooked. There we go. We got it straightened out, though. It is a beautiful Sunday today. Not a cloud in the sky. And it is supposed to be hot today. It is supposed to hit 101 today, if you can believe that. It is fall, and we have 101 degree temperature is supposed to happen today. Wild, wild, wild. I don't hear much of anything happening this morning on the old fire radios. Let me see here if we can make sure that they're actually running. Yes, I don't hear anything at the moment. There's no calls out. It is just us with the sun right in the camera, so I apologize about that view. I got little Joe in the car with me today. Good morning, Killer Carla. Little Joe is in the car with me today. I ought to say little Joe. He's not too little anymore.
Hey, MAGA Killer Carl Lamb.
MAGA Killer Carl Lamb. Joe calls Killer Carla that, and it makes her mad, so he just keeps doing it. He's picking at her. He's picking at her. So, yeah, we had an interesting afternoon yesterday. I was going to go do some lives yesterday, do an Austin After Dark show last night, but I decided not to. I wasn't really feeling too good. I actually took a nap yesterday afternoon, if you can believe that.
For the first time in forever.
I took a nap yesterday afternoon, which I can't tell you the last time that actually happened, where I took a nap, but I did. So, SpaceX this morning made history. Hang on, I'm looking at messages. So SpaceX this morning, SpaceX landed their Super Heavy booster back at the launch site, if you can believe that. Joe and I were just watching the Starship.
They caught it with a pair of metal chopsticks.
Yes, they caught it with chopsticks. So it's very interesting. We don't have a whole lot of people in the chat this morning, but they will be here. Just gotta bear with us for a little bit. The chat's slow in the beginning on a Sunday morning. Most people are still asleep right now. But we're going to get there. We're going to head down to South Austin today. I think we're going to head... Joe, where are we going to head? We're going to head to South Austin? I think we should head to South Austin.
Let's go to Dallas.
Let's go to Dallas? No, that's too far. That is too far. All right. So, yeah. It's been an interesting week. I am, today, once we're done here this morning, I am taking the rest of the day off. I am going to. Let's see, Texan for life. Road Glide Steve. I brought in quite a few new followers over the weekend. That's a good thing, right? And, alright. Yeah, the chat is moving slow today.
Yep.
So, anyway, we're going to head down to South Austin this morning. We're going to go see what's happening down there. There's actually no calls out right now for service for the fire department. So it is going to be one of those mornings. ACL is finishing up. I think we're in weekend number 2, and it's Sunday, so that's about to be over. I'm sure a lot of people had fun out there. Something happened last night. Somebody sent me a message where some cops, looks like they may have been chasing a U-Haul or something into a person's neighborhood, and they actually had the airship up last night for that. I thought about heading out to take a look and see what was happening, but it was a little too late. And by the time I got there, it would have been over. Storm Chaser Mark, good morning, sir. How are you doing? Good morning, good morning. Yeah, the chat's moving slow today for some reason. Boy, that camera view, the sun being right in the camera has the coloring of everything really
Scoot over.
screwed up. No, I mean you can't on the video. The sun being right in the camera has everything kind of screwed up.
How do we force the sun to scoot over?
I think if you shot it with a BB gun, you could probably make it go out.
Do you have a BB gun?
No, but Daisy BB guns do follow me, so we could possibly get a sponsored spot and try to shoot the sun out. What do you think?
Okay, but I think that might be a federal offense
I
because
think
we're
you're right.
basically killing every single person and animal on the planet.
Yep, you're right. We probably don't want to do that. Mark, how are you doing this morning, kind sir? I hope you're doing all right today.
So we got to do it when the federal office closes.
Oh, you think that'll keep them from coming after us?
Yes.
It may. Yeah, that's an old Austin police vehicle.
Decommissioned.
You know, I've often thought of buying one of those for the Dashmobile. One of these old. You go to the city auctions and get one of the old police like that right there is a Tahoe. I'll tell you what, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but I'm going to tell you, if you buy one of those old police cars, they beat those things to death. If you're going to buy an old police car or an old taxi cab, you better be ready for some issues because they run those things into the ground. Kind of like I'm doing to the Dashmobile right now, actually. So, yeah, man, there hasn't been a whole lot happening this weekend. It's been really kind of peaceful. Yesterday, I did talk to Doug O'Connell, who is Christopher Taylor's attorney. I went and met with him and talked with him a little bit. And they are going to continue the fight for Chris and for the rest of the Austin police. There's some good things happening, I think, trying to basically save Chris's life at this point. And, of course, Christopher Taylor did lose his job with the Austin police. He was convicted, and so they had to fire him, sadly. And if you look, he's you look at his commendations and his personnel record, he is one of the officers that you would want on the force. He had his it's just sad, man. He had a lot of commendations. He was a good cop. Yes, they are well maintained, but boy, do they get beat up. Yeah, they are well maintained, I will give you that, but they get driven into the ground. I wouldn't really mind having one like a Tahoe for the Dashmobile, to be quite honest. I mean, the car, like you said, it's been well maintained. It is built for the road. It's probably got a lot of the electrical stuff in it that I already need. And, I mean...
And it's got a great place on the roof where you can mount a satellite.
Yep, and I need a camera. I'm actually looking right now for a PTZ camera for the outside of the car. I'm gonna change the way we're doing things. I'm gonna put a PTZ camera on top. That way I can control it from in here. And if we need to look out the left side, the right side, the back side, the front side, then I can, huh?
Up.
Yeah, you can look up too. So, I'm looking, PTZ stands for Pan Tilt Zoom. And I found a good Sony PTZ camera that would work great on the top of the car. And man, it takes some really good video in 4K. Jeffrey, good morning. What's going on, brother? Huh?
We need a truck or a van that has a slot that opens up on the roof.
We need a Sprinter van. That's what we need.
Because hear me out. We could have a little area where we could launch a drone out.
Yeah. Awesome. I like the idea. Yeah, Mark, I see a lot of those. Like you said, they the old police vehicles, they are well maintained. That's for sure. They get their fluids and things changed. The maintenance is kept up on them. So I mean, it may not be a bad idea. I know you can buy them for a cheap price. If you get in on one of the auctions, you can get them fairly cheap. And if I got one of those, I'd probably want to have one of the Tahoes, a bigger vehicle. I really need a bigger vehicle than what I've got right now. But
what if they retired one of the trucks?
Like the Bearcat?
That would be awesome, but I'm talking about the actual truck.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. No, I'd probably need an SUV.
But then where are we going to launch a drone out of?
You're going to hold it outside the window in your hand.
If
Mark,
I do that, I'm 9 out of 1 times going to drop it.
Mark, you and I need to get together. We need to make a tornado tank. What do you think? We could be the next team dominator.
Me too.
That way we can drive into a tornado. You could not pay me enough to drive into a tornado. I'm going to tell you that right now. Even if you had a vehicle that was specially designed for that, I am not stupid enough to drive into the middle of a tornado.
I've already got a set price for you.
There's not enough money in the world that would get me to do that. Mother Nature is a unforgiving woman. And sooner or later, if you keep driving into tornadoes, Mother Nature is going to reach down and give you a whopping. And that is absolutely true. And Mark can attest to that Mother Nature is not to be trifled with. And I don't know. I don't think that I've got the webbles to drive into a tornado, to be quite honest.
Do you want to know my price I would do it for?
What's that?
$999 octillion.
There you go. Well, you would have everything you ever wanted then.
So basically, the money scale goes 100,000, million, billion, trillion.
Well,
quintillion. Wait, no, 100,000, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, quintillion, sextillion, septillion, octillion.
you're learning.
So
That's
it's like
good.
8 and then a bunch of zeros.
Well, the wild thing about a tornado is they strengthen and weaken at will. They're just they do it at will, and you may have a weaker tornado that you go to intercept, and then it strengthens, and then you're in a lot of trouble. I was in a tornado that hit Mason Creek years ago. Is it scary, Mark? I've never been in a tornado. Obviously, I've seen them, I've photographed, I've been to the aftermath, but I've never been in one, and I would imagine it's probably pretty damn scary. I don't think I want to be in one. What's funny, and I think maybe what got me into weather so much was back when I was a kid. Killer Carla can tell you about this. Back when I was a kid, I was so scared of storms, tornadoes and such, that if a storm got too bad when I was little, I would throw up. I was so scared of them. And I don't know why. I don't know why I was scared of them. I'm not scared of them anymore. I find them fascinating. The dynamics behind it. There's I forget what the guy's name is right off the top of my head, but he is a researcher that uses supercomputers to model supercells and the tornado development. What is his name?
It's not Reed Timmer.
No, it's he's an older guy. Anyway, if I wasn't thinking, I follow him on YouTube, and he's made some interesting finds when it comes to the way tornadoes develop, and it's actually a lot different than what people thought. But anyway, enough about tornadoes. Hang on a sec. There was one thing I wanted to talk about, and now I can't. I got my mind off of it. One sec. Donation drive for hurricane victims. Let's see. It was insane. House felt like it was about to explode with the pressure. See, that's what's scary, man, is the pressure differential. You know, everybody says, oh, open your windows, but I've always heard that's not the best thing to do, is to, you know, they say that opening your windows will keep your house from exploding, but I think there's different schools of thought on that now. Also, you know, the same people that would used to tell you to get under an overpass, you know, now you don't get into the overpasses. Yes, Killer Carla, you would. Well, I'm throwing up. I'm so scared. I used to get so scared I would literally throw up. That's how scared I would get. I haven't been that scared, and I can't remember the last time I was so scared I threw up. What about you, Joe? You ever been so scared you threw up?
Not really.
All right. Let's check out and see if any new calls have come in this morning.
We need some action.
We need some action, we do. No new calls in right now. Yeah, it's
Slow day.
It's a slow day right now, and I'll tell you, oh man, it's so sad because I've got many friends in this city that are police officers, and after the Christopher Taylor verdict came in, talking to some of them about the job and how they're feeling, and you know, I've been asking a bunch of them to come on video and talk with me, but of course they will not do that. They know what would happen if they did that. So the cops in this city are so demoralized right now, and they're demoralized. They're afraid for their life and for the life of their family, and I'm going to be quite honest with you, they're ready to leave. They will take the first off-ramp that comes to them when it's time to leave or to get out of here. And there ain't nobody that wants to work in this city under the conditions that we're asking them to work under. So it's going to get a lot worse before it gets any better. We have a shortage of over 500 officers right now as it is, and that's about to get a lot worse. It's about to get a whole lot worse. Yeah, we may have a police contract, but what's a contract when, you know, if you are forced to use your weapon in the line of duty, you end up getting charged for it. Butterfly 71, good morning. Good morning. Hope you are doing well this morning. Killer Carla's telling my secrets about when I was a kid and I would get so scared of tornadoes and storms. She's telling on me this morning. I would be so scared I would puke, my knees would shake. I'd like a little knock-kneed boy. I was a little skinny boy when I was a kid. I was a little skinny punk. Altered mentation. Altered mentation. Let's see. Trying to find something we can go get into, but there's just nothing going on this morning. Like, absolutely nothing.
You want to go start a bar fight?
Oh, you want to go? Okay, let's go start a bar fight. Joe wants to go start a bar fight. What do you think, guys? The moderator's late. Well, you know what? Even the moderators needs a stream day off. A stream day off? A day off from a stream.
Traffic injury, Delta Post, F969.
Traffic injury.
That. Let's go.
Well, we got to figure out where it's at first.
Injury 26, call pity.
If it came in on that side, that means it's in an ESD.
I don't care where it's at. I just want to go get some action.
Austin traffic incident. Let's see. Yeah, Delta Post. That is it's in ESD. Let's see, Travis County. There's one up Circuit of the Americas. There's one up on 620. What's up? What's up? Over there on Twitch. Good morning. How are you doing? I don't get a whole lot of... You know, it always surprises me when a message comes in on Twitch, because I very rarely get Twitch messages. And I'm going to be quite honest, I'm surprised. I really am surprised that Twitch hasn't banned me yet, because driving, streaming, I mean, it usually... Twitch is very picky about what their creators do, and I very rarely get viewers on Twitch. I don't even know why I stream over there anymore.
Always worth a shot.
Twitch and Kick and all those. Do the chat make it over to Twitch? Diggs? Does the chat make it over to Twitch from like YouTube and such? I don't get the heads up when he's going. Man, I'll tell you what, Butterfly, what I should do, if you want me to, I'll start messaging you. I message Killer Carla. I can send you a message. I'm sure that the notifications are probably still not working.
So we going to traffic injury?
No, that's way out. By the time we got out there, it would be gone.
Okay, still get the rush of going.
Oh, you want the rush? That's okay. I like the rush too. Back when I was working.
I'll take anything. The adrenaline. I'll take really anything.
Back when I was a firefighter and then working with the Collin County Sheriff, I'm going to tell you right now, the biggest rush is when that siren kicks on and you're driving.
So you're an adrenaline junkie?
I used to be, I think. Yeah, probably did. Hook 'em horns, hook 'em horns, hook 'em horns. Who are they playing? Are they playing today? Or did they play yesterday? Hook 'em horns. Let's see. Alright, traffic injury, priority 2.
Where's that at?
Hang on, let me see where it's at. I don't know the address. Let's see. That's out off of Weberville. Oh no, that's 28 minutes away.
Okay.
Let's see. Sure, I don't always get notifications. I did today, and okay, yeah, I'll add you to my little text group when I send Killer Carla a link, and will let you know as well. Oh man, I tell you. Let's see. We don't have hardly anything going on right now.
That's why I asked if you wanted to go start a bar fight.
Joe wants to go start a bar fight.
Let's do something.
They won against Oklahoma. That's good. That is awesome. Joe, Did you really just ask if you wanted to go start a bar fight?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do with
So,
you?
good idea? Bad idea?
It's a bad idea.
Medium
You
idea?
don't want to go start a bar fight. See that sprinter right there? Boom. That's what I want. That's the next Dash
I
Mobile.
didn't say I wanted to start a bar. I didn't say I wanted to start one. I said, did you want to go start a bar fight?
I've had enough of bar fighting in my life.
I think you can take one more.
I think I couldn't. Bar fights get dangerous. Butterfly, I'm bringing Joe to you. You guys, y'all need to go start a bar fight. That's what he wants to do this morning. So I'm just gonna bring him to you and
Hey,
let
it's a decent idea.
Joe and Harold can head out to the Yellow Rose and start a bar fight. What was that called?
I don't know.
Headache.
Uh-huh.
Stop. You don't want bad things to happen. Right?
Just give us a small brush fire. Or like a trash can fire. Just give us something.
They play in Dallas every year. I remember. Yeah, the Red River. Yeah, the Red River rivalry. I almost mispronounced. That's a hard. Red River rivalry. I remember now that you mentioned
What's
it.
the Red River rivalry?
Bar fights today. Stay out of. Yes, no bar fights. Nowadays, bar fights turn into shootouts. Is what happens. It's no longer just bar fighting anymore. You're gonna go in there and end up getting shot in a bar fight today.
You want to go back in time and then get in a bar fight?
You know what? I am certain in your life you're going to have some bar fights, I would imagine. And you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm certain you'll probably end up in some bar fights in your life.
Okay.
Why bar fights can be fun.
So what's the Red River rivalry?
It's Texas Longhorns and then the Sooners, Boomer Sooners, Oklahoma Sooners. It's like a grudge match every year.
Oh.
Hell no. Come on, Butterfly. Take him to get in a bar fight. You know you want to. Yeah, no, the Red River rivalry has been around for quite some time. They play
So
at the
it's been
Cotton
around
Bowl.
longer than
I
you?
think they play it at the. Oh yeah, they play it
Oh,
at the
wow.
Cotton Bowl. I
Then
think
it's old, then.
every year.
If it's been around longer than you, then it's old.
Let me see. Look at that back there. Look at that homeless camp. He's got a bunch of coiled up wire back there. Uh oh.
Oh, stop
Hold
it.
on, hush.
In AFD box 702 at 2505 East 7th Street.
2505 East 7th.
Yep.
All right, guys. We're headed to a stabbing. We're headed to a stabbing. Let's roll.
Just for 5 acres.
How far out are we?
En route to stabbing. We are 9 minutes out.
Let me guess, you gotta cover it for Citizen?
I will cover it for
Okay.
Citizen.
I think I kind of jinxed a person.
Hold on. Can you please create an incident at 2505 East 7th for a stabbing victim? I am en route and will go live. 9 minutes out.
You can just text the company?
Yes.
Wow. And they actually respond to you?
Yes, I work for them. What are you talking about?
Log 1110. Fire alarm activation. ESC 11 box
2505 East 7th. Stabbing victim.
Rock Springs Road.
Alright, guys.
Okay, so we probably shouldn't do this, but place your bet. How do you think they got stabbed?
I don't know.
Robbery gone wrong?
Probably. I would imagine it's just people getting pissy with each other. Jeffrey, only bar fight I've been in my own house by myself. That's that's funny.
I've been in one bar fight. I hit my face on the bar in the kitchen
Oh Jesus!
a few years back.
All right, we are 7 minutes out, guys. 7 minutes from a stabbing.
I feel like I kind of jinxed this person because I was asking for something because I was so bored, and then stab him.
All right.
Kind of makes me think I jinxed them.
Let's see. We may lose signal going over there.
23226 West Parker Lane.
I don't know, but hopefully we won't.
Grizzly Central. State for law enforcement.
But like right now, if you were
Hold on. You gotta let me listen to the radio, though. They're talking about this.
State for law enforcement.
They're staging. Okay, now what?
So if you were a cop going to this, you'd have some adrenaline running right now.
Yeah, a little bit. You never know what's gonna happen. That's the
District 5
thing.
is
Yeah.
responding to East 7th and direct on stage.
Received direct on stage.
They're staging.
Yeah, because law enforcement has to clear the area.
AFD unit responding to Rock Hill Drive. You can cancel. Ambulance continue code 1.
I've got some adrenaline flowing in me too, just going here.
Yeah. Yeah, so this stabbing, it's probably a leftover something from last night. A lot of times, this is how these SWAT call-outs get started. Somebody, calls in because they got stabbed, and then the suspect ends up barricading
Central,
himself.
be advised, caller can see you guys.
Received, yeah, we just saw that in the call text.
I just
It's
can't
unfortunate,
help but feel
had a
like I
call earlier
jinxed
with
this
this.
person.
No, you didn't, son.
Gonna stage for APD.
Any camp visiting today? I don't know, maybe. Alright, so we can't get off here. We're gonna have to get off at the next one. Actually, we'll just go ahead and get off here. Get off here and go through. Should we turn? It's 2 minutes slower. We're not doing that. I'm not a turn only? No, I'm not. I'm going to turn and straight. We'll get over here anyway. Did Citizen create my incident yet? Alright, 4 minutes, y'all. 4 minutes.
If there is a SWAT call out today, can we go for just a minute? I want to see the actual, whatever
I
stuff.
doubt there'll be a SWAT call out today.
District 7 backing up medic 40, party forcing to be 0 South Milpac, northbound Capital Texas ramp.
We got one light to go through, and then let's see, we can't go on 6th Street. We're gonna have to go up.
There's passed a Waymo.
Did we pass a Waymo?
Yep.
Waymo Patrol. We're on Waymo Patrol. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get under the trees. I hope I don't lose signal right here. Cable guy, what's up? What is up?
Hello.
Okay.
Rocket red countdown liftoff.
Oh, it's spelling the like a smiley face is what it's doing. It's Restream. Restream doesn't always show the things. All right, guys, we are 3 minutes away from this stabbing. It's right down here on the left. I'm sorry about the sun being right in the camera.
But there's nothing we can do about it.
That guy just completely ran that red light, like hardcore ran it. Like hardcore ran the red light.
Yep.
Cable guy.
Fine, if there's not
Cable guy.
Looks like PD's pulling up on scene now.
Alright. So, I don't have any information.
Rolling that way, we saw. I think you just rolled it.
Except for that it's on 7.
I don't have any information on the stabbing other than
District 5 is direct.
what I just told you guys, but we're gonna go.
Looking down the streets, looking for lights.
Well, it's gonna be up here. We got 3 more red lights to go through before we get there.
Control 940 responding to the south look.
Receive you have District 7 on that comes south.
Let's see, is this a... I bet this is an apartment complex. Well, no, it's right there by Domino's Pizza, actually.
2505 East 7th Street. The patient is not unconscious.
Oh, that's even worse.
He looks alert and oriented. Sitting upright.
Alright, we're almost there.
Mike on direct. Patient not unconscious. Looks alert and oriented. Sitting upright.
Who stabbed someone by a Domino's pizza? Let him get his pizza.
Alright.
District 5
Messed up.
direct.
This could be...
That's messed up.
Yep, I see the fire
Yep,
truck
there
up
it
there.
is.
I need Uber. We're gonna pull in. There's a gas station right across the street.
They're probably about to start shutting down the roads.
I bet not.
Maybe.
Come on, Granny, move out the way.
Come on, let's go.
There
there's
is the squad.
No, that's not. I thought that was an ambulance.
That's the squad.
So what do they do?
Hmm?
What do they do, the squad?
What do you mean? What do they do?
Oh,
They've got.
EMS.
Usually they'll have a doctor on board.
No.
All right. Yep. There is a guy setting up.
Medic unit responding to 2505 East 7th Street. This is not a recent stabbing. This is the same patient from earlier. His wound is just bleeding more.
Oh, same patient from earlier.
Freeze direct. We are heading that way.
Mike on direct on traffic.
So he didn't get stabbed just now. He got stabbed earlier.
Okay, you gotta watch out 'cause I'm going live over here. Okay, you gotta watch what you say.
South, Medic 2. Medic 2 South.
All right,
We're
so
seeing our PD units are some distance away from the mark on the map.
we are out here at 2505. 2505 East 7th, where there is a stabbing over here, and apparently we're drawing some attention from people standing around.
Ambulance is on scene.
So this is a stabbing that happened earlier. This is not a new stabbing. There's the victim going to his... Oh, he's stabbed in the arm. That's what it is.
Okay.
That's wild.
Mhm. That APD officer has a nice beard.
Yeah, he does. Alright, well, we're not going to just keep hanging out.
Mhm.
Once he gets in the ambulance. I think that was my...
820 King Albert.
They named this EMS activity. This is actually a stabbing. So, like I said, we're here on East 7th where a guy was stabbed earlier, and they have been called back out because of his wound apparently started bleeding even more.
There's a sheriff's bus.
Mm-hmm.
Weird that just passed by right in the city, but then again, Austin is the weirdest place.
Yeah, there it is. Now they fixed it.
There's a K on
2014,
channel.
34 Fall.
There's a
83,
K
24
on
Cameron Road.
channel. It says support the channel with a K.
Oh.
After the L.
Typo.
Medic
How's
2,
that?
Medcom
There you
South.
go.
For APD, you can cancel. Medic 2, you
Alright.
can cancel.
Medic 2 is direct on cancellation. Thank you.
So again, we're out here on East 7th where a stabbing has happened. 2505 East 7th. This is a stabbing that apparently happened earlier that they were already out here for, but apparently the guy started bleeding again pretty bad. I don't know exactly where he was stabbed other than when we pulled up, he was just kind of sitting on the steps over there.
2820.
The police are here, and I'm guessing there's an investigation. But it happened right there in front of the windows of that building. And he is in the ambulance. We just saw him. He's got a stab wound to his right or his left arm.
Medic 42, 336, 9808. Tully
All right.
Drive.
In broadcast. Okay. You're good. Okay, we can talk again. Sorry, guys.
So explain what that vehicle does again.
That's a squad.
Mhm.
They carry extra paramedics. A lot of times there's a doctor actually in there.
Oh.
And they come to the worst calls. They're like advanced life support, basically.
Oh, so they're like, it's kind of like emergency room on the road
Kind of,
with
yes.
no emergency room in the vehicle.
Pretty much. I mean, they just carry all of your extra, you know, and see, that one's actually a command. So that one would be either, no, that one probably has a physician on board,
What's a physician?
a doctor.
2 is
Austin Travis County EMS, they do have doctors that travel with onto the streets for these the really bad
I wonder
calls.
what they are doing.
Yes, hit the like, subscribe. Bill, how's it going, my friend? Bill, thanks for being on. I appreciate it. Stabbing, like I said, this stabbing apparently happened earlier in the day, earlier this morning. probably overnight, and apparently he started bleeding a little bit worse. So it looks like they're probably going to take him to the ER, I would imagine. You know, a lot of people think getting stabbed, it's not as deadly as getting shot, but man, we've got some leaky boys in our arms and legs, and you get stabbed just right, you can bleed out within just a minute or two.
Yeah.
You can bleed
Or if
out
you-
really quickly.
If you get stabbed in the right spot, or if you get stabbed enough, you're gone. You're gone within a short amount of time.
You definitely can be. Yes, happy Sunday. It is Sunday. I want to tell you guys, there is a judge. What was that, a hemorrhage? Yeah, it was a hemorrhage. There is a judge that I've been watching, Judge Fleischer. He's out of Houston. The guy is such an entertaining judge. Search for Judge Fleischer on YouTube and watch some of his court. He does his court sessions live. He is one of the most interesting judges I've ever seen in my life. He wears these. He wears clothes like Bill Nye the Science Guy, but he is tough on people, and he's just a very interesting guy. Y'all need to search for him. There's another call that just came out.
South Capitol of Texas Highway, southbound.
South Cap of
On
Texas.
F-Path 201, engine 902, truck 302.
Engine 45 for Quest
Oh,
34.
it's
you
a
can cancel.
alarm high rise.
Okay.
2 fire alarms out right now.
Engine 45 received. Thank you, sir.
Let's see. This is a good Sunday morning trip. It is, yeah. I don't get to bring Joe out very often with me, so I try to at least bring him out on the weekends, on a Sunday, on a morning. That way it's not too dangerous out. And
I can't wait for me to get older so I can come to a Austin after
did I mess
dark.
up the spelling on something?
Sport channel
I don't.
donate.
Did I mess up the spelling?
Well, I don't know.
Huh.
I can barely spell myself, so don't
Hey,
ask
you
me.
ain't the only one, man. Don't feel bad about that. You're not the only one.
Those things are pointy. Kind of pointy. I wonder what they look like at night, because it looks like they've got lights in them.
Much like most people on the street, it's hard to tell if what you're being told is
97
right.
Second Tones 33, hemorrhage 11001, Austin Lee.
I'm sure there's quite a bit more to the story, but we would have never gotten to it.
Now that's downright.
What's that?
Now that's downright.
Mm-hmm.
Hook 'em. Dad, hook 'em.
Oh, spelling. Hang on.
Look, hook 'em.
What? Yeah. FL. Hang on. I got it right here. I got it. Let's see.
Medic 7, responding 11001, Austin Lee.
Judge Fleischer,
Receive
Houston. It is, his name is David Fleischer. It's Fleischer. Hang on. Let me type it in. Fleischer. There you go. Fleischer. David Fleischer is his name. And I'm going to tell you, he is something else, man. Hey, look, a Waymo. It's just kind of hanging out with its hazards on there.
The second one I've seen today.
All right, let's head up north, actually. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm sorry. I
6409 Springdale Road.
should have spelled that for you, but yeah, it's one of the, yeah, it's on YouTube. Yep. Search for Judge Fleischer Houston, I think is how I found him, and you'll find him there. There's a lot of channels that clip his stuff, and here's the other thing about him is he's gotten to have such a presence on YouTube that now not only is he doing, his court is on, he does his court live on YouTube, but he also comes on and talks on a lot of podcasts and such because he's such an interesting guy. And I think that's really awesome when a district court judge like that opens up and talks about what they're doing and why he's doing things the way he's doing and such. Free country again! It is a nice day to go to Hippie Hollow. I have been to Hippie Hollow one time, and I didn't see what I thought I would see. But I will not go to Hippie Hollow again. I heard what happens out there.
What's Hippie Hollow?
It's a nude beach for old people. Hippie Hollow. Yep. Yeah, I think, yeah, you got it, Butterfly. You're awesome. Thank you. Free country. Let's go to Hippie Hollow and make some videos. Yeah, they'd probably call the cops on me for streaming out there. It is the only, for those that don't know, Hippie Hollow is the only nude beach, whatever you want to call it, in our area, and it is out on Lake Travis. Never been. Storm J, everybody's like, yeah, no. I won't be doing that. I feel ya. We're gonna get off right here. What?
What is that?
What is that?
No, the
Oh, it's the bridge. It's where they put the segments of the bridge together. Butterfly, I promise you, you're not missing much. You're not missing much at all. Hippie Hollow. Let's see, we need to go this way. We're going to make a run up of Cameron Road because you never know what's going to be out here.
So, how old would you say I have to be to come do a Austin After Dark?
I don't know. You may be able to do one with me. I mean, I cannot go and put you in danger.
I know.
In any way, shape, or form.
I'm just trying to mark it on my calendar for when I can.
Let's see. Storm Chaser Mark went in his 20s. Never again would I go back there. Did you see something that, did you see something, like Jeffrey said, that might ruin your eyesight? I can imagine you probably did. I heard it's just a bunch of old people. I say that as I'm 43 years old, but I've heard it's just a bunch of old people, basically.
Well, there's the after party.
Where's that? Oh, the after, yeah, alright. FlyAustin.com. Cameron's Tire Shop. You want to go get a new tire?
We can stop there, but I'm going in there and grab me a small
I
bag
can
of
just
donuts.
imagine. I can just imagine too. I can just imagine as well, Butterfly. I was hoping that the other Butterfly would pop in here today.
Yeah.
Very rarely get to talk with her anymore. Yeah, man. Hippie Hollow is it's a wild place, to say the least. Stuff you'd not want to see ever again. Joe's like, what is wrong with these old people talking about nude old people? So this is an area of town. This is Cameron. And there's a sign up, I think, if you're coming the opposite direction, that says that this area is under surveillance. You know that if you're in an area that they say that it's under surveillance, it's probably a pretty bad crime area. This is a really bad crime area. But it's being gentrified. All of these new, condominiums and apartments, they're bringing in money over here, so it could be changing. I'm in trouble. She said my middle name. So, yeah, this used to be a pretty bad area. I don't know if it still is or not, but I know it used to be. Look at the old Whataburger. The old A-frame Whataburger.
Thank you. Head back to station for crew change.
I wonder where Kathy's at.
Could very well have went to the game. Kathy has been sick lately, actually. I talked to her. Hey, Busty's. Is that a club?
What's Busty's?
I can imagine what Busty's is, actually. It's probably a club.
I thought it was a burger place.
Well,
And there goes your phone.
Busty's.
Oh, whoa.
What?
Is that plane standing still?
It's probably going away from us, and it looks like it's not even moving.
Just wait until we're at the trees. Insane. Look, it's still.
Yeah, it looks like it's sitting still, but I promise you it's not. What? Odor investigation. That's on East 9th Street.
It's Route 64.
We're gonna go under Berkman. Hang on, guys. We're going under bridge. Hopefully we don't lose our signal here. I hope. Berkman Drive. We reconnected already. Good deal. I'm gonna start using your middle name when you're in trouble. That man, you can get me to shape up real quick with the middle name. A lot of fire alarms this morning, actually. A lot of fire alarms. Costa Costa.
That's the second fire alarm high rise.
Yep, there's a lot of them this morning. We used to eat at that Whataburger. I've eaten at that Whataburger quite a bit too. The old A-frame. You don't see many of the old A-frame Whataburgers
What
anymore.
is that?
What's what?
That.
Washateria?
No, that.
What? This? Or up there flying?
Yeah.
Well, it's an airplane.
Oh, it looks like a drone.
Nope, that is an airplane. If that's a drone, that's a big drone.
I take it back. It looks like a giant tube. A giant white tube.
It is a flying. He's coming down. He's going to land. See how his nose is up? See, he's turning.
902 from 302.
He's turning our
We're pulling
way.
up out. You need any help investigating?
Oh, now I see it. All
Yeah,
I
he's
saw
turning
was
to
a giant
land
white
behind us.
tube.
Back
Right now, the
there.
panel's saying
Huh?
normal. We're trying to
All I
locate
saw was a
theory
giant
to
white
see if
tube.
they
The rest of
reset
the
it.
stuff was
Just
kind
pull
of
up line
blended.
902. Stand by.
Yeah, that's a plane. It looks like it's kind of
Appreciate it.
sideways. Like it's flying sideways.
It was a little bit.
Can we stop at a gas station?
Yes, I am too, Butterfly. Are you hungry, son?
Yes, I would like a pack of donuts.
Okay, hang on. We'll stop and get some out of here. Yeah, Kathy is not feeling well lately. I
Oh,
talked
she
to her
looks
last
better.
night, and she thinks she knows what's wrong, but it's not for me to talk about.
Alright. Well, I hope she gets better.
Let's see. We would go in there, but it's a bad store. That used to be a huge homeless camp right over there.
Why driving.
Smoke investigation. Hang on. So we got this area here cleaned out. That homeless camp that was in there. I did a video on it, and a week later they were out here cleaning it out.
It says
Every bit
private
of it.
property on the rocks.
Yep.
Right there. Private property, no trespassing.
Yep, it's all cleaned out of there.
Did the call taker get the idea that law enforcement units would be pointing out this location to us?
All right.
Engine 7, we didn't speak with the call taker. APD took the call and then sent over an RA requesting us based off the information that they received during the call.
All right.
Said proceed. Thank you, Fire Dispatch.
Yep.
Fire Dispatch, what's your for?
Go ahead and report.
We're going under the bridge.
Our call at
There's APD.
81 West.
Yeah, they got
We
somebody
just passed
pulled
by
over.
Yep.
Intersection of Blanco at night with a bunch of APD standing around pointing in the vicinity of our frequent flyer gas call. Is it a possibility that the call generated for engine 7 should be
Frequent flyer.
at the intersection of West 9th and Blanco?
They
Engine
said
4, I'll give
something about
APD a call.
frequent
Engine
flyer.
7, are you direct?
Thank you. And thank you, Engine 4.
Here, we'll run in
You're
here
welcome.
real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll run in here. Guys, I've got to run in here real quickly and get Joe a
Go ahead, 1202.
something to munch on real quick
Did you assign
because he is hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So I am sorry, but if y'all want to watch the Dash Mobile real quick, Joe, we got to be quick
I know.
and in and out.
Got it.
Okay, we will be right back here. Let me go get him. Some donuts. Be right back. Sorry, my friend. Sorry. Yes, it is sugar high time. All right. Joe got donuts and I got a Cliff Bar.
What's a
It's like a protein bar, something like that.
Okay. There's another airplane.
Like it's a kind of good for you kind of bar.
Okay. So
Alright.
it's kind of good for you, kind of not good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another airplane that will be flying over shortly. Just saw it, so it should be up. No, I don't.
All right. Sorry, guys. Let me see what we missed while we were inside. Smoke investigation on Blake Manor. Seatbelt. Gotta get that sugar high.
Responding 832 Walnut Creek Drive through Chase Mountain, please.
Richie B, alcohol equals no good spirits. I haven't had alcohol in a very long time. And I mean a very long time. Yep, it is. This Cliff Bar is not really that bad. It's like a banana peanut butter. All right. I'm covering a bunch of homeless camps up in this area.
Okay.
Right now, especially right over here.
We just passed the Texas Department of Insurance.
Mm-hmm. All of that. All right, I'm done feeding my face.
Wow, you eat fast.
Hmm?
You eat fast.
I gotta talk.
Sure.
Sorry, y'all.
I'm half done feeding my face.
Hmm?
I'm halfway done. When I finish this, I'll be half done.
All right. So, yes, Jeffrey, they do. So, y'all remember, anybody that's on X, remember the videos that I put out the other day from up here in North Austin in that camp? I'm going to be going back there tomorrow with some backup. So, we're going to be going back there tomorrow, and I'm going to get the video. So, I don't want to be I don't want to be stupid about it and end up getting myself hurt, but I'm also not going to let them scare me away, or you know what I mean? I don't want to let them scare me away either. So,
There's Buddy's Burger.
huh?
Buddy's Burgers.
Buddy's Burgers.
Mhm.
So anyway, hang on. That was 6 days ago. Cable guy, put some cornflakes in there for some crunch. Heck yeah, man. Are you talking about like a? Are you talking about like a on a man? That actually sounds good. Like a peanut butter banana cornflake sandwich. That actually sounds really good, to be quite honest. That does sound good.
I would try it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's nothing better. Joe eats, I used to make him when we would do like peanut butter sandwiches. I would make Joe a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Alright, buddy, well, you stay safe, alright? Oh, no, you're good, man, you're good. We hate bothering people, but it's been so hot lately.
Since it's supposed to be hot today, we should probably hand out some waters.
Yeah, can y'all believe it's supposed to be 101 degrees? Bill, you can find them over on X, like the letter x.com/at documenting ATX. Here we go, x.com/at. You can find them right there. And all of them are over there. Pretty much everything is right there on my profile. And man, I have, like, you can go back through my profile. There's years worth of videos of the camps. You can, you know what? I need to start uploading them here too onto YouTube now that I'm focusing a little bit more on YouTube. I probably should put them there as well. But yeah, it's pretty much everything is right there on X. Pretty much everything is right there on X. You know, Bill, I was doing that. I do have some in there under the shorts, but a few, I don't know, I'd say right around January of this year, YouTube demonetized me, and I got so pissed off at them that I just stopped uploading to YouTube. So now we're starting to actually do a little bit more with YouTube, so I need to start putting them over there again. Wonder what the Popo's doing there. Has he got somebody pulled over? Yep, he's got somebody pulled over. Nope, he's got a car. Oh, I see what he's doing. There's homeless right there in that area, but he's checking out that car.
Probably
What
seeing
street
if it's
is this?
stolen. Probably seeing if it's stolen. This is
Breaker. That was Desol we were just on.
Yeah.
Bill, I tell you what, you just made me realize that I need to be putting them on X as well. I need to be putting them on on YouTube as well. So today I'm going to start working on that and getting them on YouTube. I think that's going to be important. No, thank you.
Okay.
Eat up, bro. Eat up, my man. Hey, what happened there? Did somebody... Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to look and see what's happening right now without causing issues.
Alright, I'm done feeding my face.
Good job. Okay. Was there any new calls out? Let's see. Bill says, I've met a few really decent homeless in Austin. The situation's really sad. Yeah, it is, Bill. There are some good folks. There really are. There's some good folks, but the bad thing is a lot of the really bad ones that just want to destroy a bunch of stuff, they give the good folks a bad name, and it's just I don't get it, man. There's a lot of good people out here, though. How do we find a traffic jam? I tell you what, I don't know.
I do.
I can only assume Austin has. Oh man, for real, they have. I mean, a massive homeless and industrial complex. The people that are supposed to be helping are actually pretty much keeping everybody on the street. You know, I mean, the more homeless that there are, the more that these nonprofits and such are gonna make. And they may say they're nonprofit, but I promise you, the people that are working there are profiting.
Okay, I know how you can find yourself a nice traffic jam.
What's that?
So, you go on a day that people have work, so Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, and then Sunday.
Yeah.
So basically every day, and then you go on I-35.
Yep.
At like 5 or 9, and then you should be sitting there for a little while, and boom, traffic.
You get on 35 at any time, and you're likely to find a traffic jam.
Yeah. So basically 12 a.m. through 13 p.m.
So, Bill, the homeless and industrial complex, here's the crazy thing about it. We have been asking for an audit of the situation for a very long time. And they keep telling us basically that the problem is too big to audit. You know, and that's, you know, right then and there, if it's too big to audit, if they actually did an audit, and it would take a long time for them to do the audit, but if they did an audit, people would probably end up going to jail, I would imagine. I mean, it's that bad, I think. And, I mean, you're looking at $500 million over the last 2 years. $500 million over the last 2 years. She's gonna have a wreck.
Yeah.
No, she didn't.
Surprising.
Jeffrey's like, thanks for telling me how to. Let's see. Oh, stream boo. We're heading up to an odor investigation. It's just right up here around the corner. It's up on the Walnut Creek Greenbelt.
What
Could
odor
very
is
well
it?
be. There's camps in that area for sure.
Let me guess, it's right by a Taco Bell.
No.
Oh.
Oh shoot. Let me guess. Fart. You're a funny guy.
Someone took a hazardous fart.
Somebody had some hazardous waste to get rid of, huh?
Not hazardous waste, Taco Bell. Well, I mean, they're the same thing.
Jeffrey, there's always. I'm telling you, man. Here in Austin, you don't have to look far for a traffic jam in this place.
Just drive around for 5 minutes. You'll find like 2.
So I'm interested in this odor investigation that we are on our way to. I'm interested to see exactly what it is because there are camps in this area. This is one of the areas that I filmed last week. And
It might be the poop buckets.
it could be the poop buckets. It could be the poop buckets. So we'll see what a lot of times these odor investigations turn into things a little bit more nefarious. And if you're wondering what an odor investigation is, let's say you're, I don't know why that person went over that far. Let's say you're, out walking on a green belt and you smell something dead well, you call in and say, hey, something's dead out here, and I'm not going to go looking around. And then, so they end up calling the fire department out to go do the looking for you.
Oh, so it's basically like a search and rescue.
Well, kinda. Or it could be like, okay, well, I smell the odor of natural gas. Well, then, you know, they'll come out and do an investigation on that odor and figure out exactly what it is. All right, let's see. There's a comment I need to read. I met one guy once who was a vet. Showed me his vet card, and he was clean, well-dressed, sober. Maybe he just suffered from PTSD. Yeah, man, was he on the street, Bill? There's a lot of veterans out here on the street, and they cannot function in society because of PTSD, and they get no help from the VA. My dad went to the VA for his, my dad's a veteran, and he went to the VA and ended up going to a regular doctor because it was so hard to get anything done through the VA. I think it's such a shame that our veterans have such a hard time out here on the streets and in life.
What's the VA?
Veterans. It's the hospital for veterans.
Mm-hmm.
But they. Did you just hear that? A smoldering fire.
Yeah, I was about to say, did they just say something about something smoldering? Yep. We got a fire. What does smoldering fire mean? Like small?
Like a bunch of embers and stuff.
Oh.
I would imagine it could be where we're... No, this isn't a house.
Oh.
This may be... Somebody may have just smelled gas up here.
Like, smelled gas or smelled gas?
Yep, you're right, Bill. And you know, that's one thing that there's a place here in Austin called Sunrise that I do like. I mean, they're in a bad place. I do like that Sunrise is trying to help people, but at the same time, yeah, there you go.
There it is. Is that it? Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, it's a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, it is.
Not a cul-de-sac.
This could be.
Because it has an outlet.
Oh no, they're packing up. No, they're packing up. All right, well, let's get out of here. But Sunrise gives veterans and the homeless an address that they can use, that they can have mail sent to and such. It doesn't always work, but you know, at least they're trying. You know, it just seems it should be a way out, especially for your veterans. You know what I mean? Especially for the veterans, because you know they have. They made they put their life on the line. They made basically the ultimate sacrifice, and we should be treating them better. And you would be surprised. Yep, you gotta love the trees. You would be surprised how many veterans are out on the street, especially from the Vietnam War era. There's a lot of them out here, and now from the Gulf War era. There's a lot of those veterans that are out here on the street, and they're just treated like dirt. And it's not, I don't know, it's just not right. It's not right at all. And, you know, you would think the government, especially the federal government, would be able to step in and help these people more than what they're doing. But we live in kind of a messed up world right now, so who really knows? Alright, I think this is an area that I'm gonna come walk here pretty soon. This side of the street, on the left side of the street.
Okay.
There is a bunch
You're
of
gonna go walk it
camps
right
down.
now?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna go right. See that entrance?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go walk right down in there.
Walk it with someone.
I might
Always
do it by
better
myself.
to have someone with you.
Let's see, it's sad how they treat the veterans. Yeah, it is. It is sad after they've, like I said, made the sacrifice for us, and then we just treat them. And the illegal, yeah, boy, Jeffrey, don't get me started on that one. They're given a debit card, and they get flown wherever they want to fly here in the country, and they get a roof and shelter over their head, and we have veterans out here sleeping in the gutter, and it pisses me off something horrible. And we run across the veterans all the time out here. It just, I don't know. It makes me really, really upset that how there's a two-tiered system. If a veteran was to go across the border, the southern border into Mexico, get rid of his ID, get rid of any identifying information, come back across and say that he's from somewhere else, he would be treated better than what they're treated right now.
Okay, I've got an idea on how we could maybe help, but it's hard, it's going to take a while, and it's a really slim chance.
What?
So, win the lottery.
Yep. That probably would be hard. Jeffrey, I'm sorry to hear that, because it will, man, it's such a hard situation when it comes to the illegals. And I'm not kidding, if a veteran was to leave the country, lose their ID while they were in Mexico for a day, cross back over without any identifying information, they would be treated better than what they were treated the day that they left the country. And that is no lie. That is no lie. It's sad that that's what it would take. At least then they would get that loaded debit card, they would get food, they would get, they would be taken care of. Look at all these charities that are down there right now helping people crossing the border. Why aren't they up here in Austin, for example, trying to help the veterans and the people that are on the street? We live in America. We live in the greatest country on the face of this planet. And there is absolutely no reason that a child should ever go hungry. But if you look at statistics, there's kids that go to bed at night, and I mean a lot of them, hungry. And that shouldn't happen. We shouldn't live in a world where kids go hungry. And, it makes me sad. It makes me extremely pissed. Yeah, yeah, you're right. They'd probably, yeah. I don't know, man. It just,
Maybe we should switch off of this topic.
Yeah, let's do that, because I'm getting pissed.
Me too.
I'm starting to get a little upset. I'll tell you what, hey, check this out. I'll show you where we're at here. Y'all see this thing right there, that little rock arch? That is the only thing basically left from the old Coxville Zoo. That arch was the entrance to the zoo.
So this was the zoo?
It was back there, yeah. Now it's some kind of a temple thing. The zoo is still the zoo is still back there.
Should we go look at the ruins?
It's a bunch of homeless camps back there. I don't think you really want to go up there, but I'll tell you what, let's see if we can drive in here. This is the Walnut Creek Metropolitan Park. I did some filming out here.
Okay,
We did. What?
What's Metropolitan?
I don't know. It's just like a city park. Man, I shouldn't have came down here. Look at all the trees.
Yeah.
This was probably not a good idea. But did you
let's
see
go
where
take
those
a look.
guys
Man,
just
I
came
should
out
have
of right
done
there?
that. Yeah.
Right back in there. You go that way to get to the ruins of the zoo. Back up there.
You're like, let's go down there. Man, I shouldn't have come down there.
This is, damn it. Why did I come down here?
Let's go down there.
No,
Dang it, why did I
let's
come back?
get out of here.
I know, I'm quoting you. You're like, let's go down there, take a look. Dang it, why did I
I
come
lost
down here?
everybody, I think. Are we still here, y'all? Butterfly, I am going to agree with you on that one. Sending money overseas. And how many billions have we sent to, to continue the wars? How many billions have we sent to continue the wars? Ukraine, Israel. We're spending more money we're spending more money to keep killing people than we are feeding our only people here. All here on YouTube. Okay, good deal. I didn't lose you. It's just, anyway, we need to stop funding war. We need to stop funding death and destruction. It's not good. My nephew is a United States Marine. I hate the idea that we are funding a war that he's going to have to fight sooner or later. Oh man, we're going to lose connection again. No, we didn't. If we don't go, we are though. Jeffrey! Come on, boys. Somebody's going to try to turn left up here, and it's going to hold every one of us up for a while. I shouldn't have never driven down here. I'm sorry, y'all. I shouldn't have driven down here. I think you can go early voting right now, actually. I could be wrong about that, but I think you could probably do early voting.
Let's go see.
That's why this election that we're having right now, it's like one of the most I know they say this every time, but I firmly believe that this is one of the most consequential elections that we could have in my lifetime. You know, we got to get the warmongers out of office. That's just it. You know, you can not like Donald Trump. You can not like his personality. You can, he's got a lot of character flaws. But the fact is he is the only president in recent memory that did not start any new wars. And he has promised to get us out of the wars that we're in. And that right there is enough for me to vote for him. Just that right there. Just getting us out of the wars and stop funding the death and destruction. That and the economy. You know, I'll look back when he was president. I made more money in my life in a year's time than I ever made in my entire life. I made a lot of money while he was president. And it's because the economy was good. Things were cheap. Well, they were a lot cheaper than they are right now. And just those two things alone is enough for me to vote for him right now. You know? I mean, and the thing is, you've got to go vote. A lot of people do not vote. A lot of people talk a big game and they do not vote. But this is the election where you have to go vote. Everybody needs to go vote. It's your civic duty. It's the future of our country. It's our kids' future. You've got to go vote. We've got to stop this madness that we're having right now. And there's only one way to do it, and that's to go vote. A lot of people think that your vote doesn't count. I cannot tell you how many people has told me that their vote for president doesn't count. And that is just a crock of bullshit. You go vote. Take your family to go vote. Take your neighbors to go vote. Make sure everybody goes and votes. If Joe was old enough to vote, he'd be voting right now.
Yep.
But we have to go vote.
I'd probably just eeny, meeny, miny.
October 21st. That sounds about right. Yeah, 26th. Yeah. I am a firm believer on voting the day of the election. I don't think we should have any, I mean, maybe early voting as long as you're actually in a polling place. But all of these mail-in ballots and all of this shit, that was the biggest mistake ever.
If I had to vote right now, I'd probably just go eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Huh?
I'd probably just eeny, meeny, miny, mo which one I'd pick because I don't know.
Well, that's you now. When you get old enough to vote, you can't do that, though. You've got to look, it's very simple. You look at the candidates, you look at what they want to do in office, what do you agree with? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then you vote for the one that you agree most with.
Okay.
That's how, doing any, mini, miny, mo can get you in a lot of trouble. Yes, I've never voted before until last. See, and that's just it, man. There's a lot of people that didn't vote. But with the problems in the world today, it's, a lot of people are voting now, and I think that's a great thing. I mean, look how many people, more people voted in 2020 than I think in the history of this country. Good morning, Zero. What's up? What's up? So yeah, it's a wild. We're living in wild times right now. I mean, it's like uncharted territory where we're at. I'm worried about the election because Linda got me on my knees, Linda, begging, darling, please, Linda. Linda's going to vote. You do it. She said she's Trump, probably not going. She's too. Yeah, that happens too. Yeah, so what I was going to say was I'm worried about this election because no matter who wins, the other side will not accept the results of the election, and
Only $2.99.
We're in a bad spot, boys and girls.
You want to go get 2 churros for only $2.99?
No, thank you.
Gold chip.
Churros? You can't get churros from a chicken place.
It literally said 2 churros, $2.99 on the sign.
Linda got me
I
on
swear,
my
turn
knees,
around.
Linda. Begging, darling, please, Linda. We are a kangaroo country. It's crazy what's happening. But I don't know what's going to happen during the election. It's going to be nuts, guys. I say a prayer for the country and for everybody because this election is going to be absolute insanity. And we are barreling to the election as fast as anything right now. And who knows where we're going to be the day after. That night, all the tallies will come in. The next day, it's going to be absolute pandemonium. It's going to be chaos. With all the irregularities and things that happened in the last election, if Trump loses this election, things are going to be bad. And the same thing with the Democrats. If Trump does win, they're going to hit the streets and it's going to be wild. And of course, we will be here if things happen on the street in Austin. I will be here to bring you every bit of it. I will be here to show you everything on the streets. Especially if people take to the streets.
That guy's got his heat sink out back there.
That guy did have his heat sink out, didn't he?
Oh my God, why did I remind you of that?
Butterfly? Butterfly? Joe is talking about that man's heat sink back there. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Miss Linda. Every time I see Miss Linda show up in a stream, I'm going to have to sing. Yeah, Austin's very blue. Very deep, dark blue. So that's what I'm saying. If Trump wins, people are going to take to the streets here, and we'll be here to bring it all to you. We will be here to bring it all to you. I don't have the heat sink out today. I haven't had the heat sink out in a while.
Surprisingly.
Huh?
I said surprisingly.
Working on man too. Surprisingly.
Okay, we got.
I have not turned around. around every now and then.
We gotta hand out some water since it's supposed to be hot.
Yeah, we knew. I've got 2 cases of water back there.
Alright, well, let's start going to the
Yes,
spots.
Linda. Excellent point. Guys, I will make this point again, and I harp on it all the time, but if you want to make a change on a national level, you have to start local. You have to start here in our city. If you want to change things on a national level, you start at the local level. We have to put people in office here locally that are going to stand up for you and I. It doesn't matter what's happening nationally if our local leaders are just working against our national leaders at every turn, you know? And that's just the way it is. Linda is right. Vote locally. School boards, especially. If you want to have a say in your kids' future and what they're learning, you need to put in people in office locally that align with your values. All politics are local. You are absolute that. And sadly, we are in one of the most volatile times right now that we could possibly be in when it comes to politics. We're going to lose connection. Nope, we're back. So, yep, it's going to get me singing, turn around every now and then I get a little bit lonely and I'm never looking back. What?
I'll smack you.
We have no calls out right now. Let's see. Do we have any calls out right now? No calls. No data in the table. Total eclipse of the heart.
We could always do my idea from earlier.
What's that?
My idea.
You want to sing?
No.
You want to sing Wonderwall for him?
No. My
Why?
idea. Bar fight.
Oh, jeez. I live just outside of Weird. Well, I live just outside of Weird as well. I live just outside of Austin. And we're out in the middle of nowhere. And I really appreciate being out in the middle of nowhere.
We're out in the middle of somewhere.
Because I do not, if things do turn south here, I want to make sure that my kids are not in the middle of anything crazy.
Like apocalyptic.
Jeffrey.
Apocalyptic.
Apocalyptic.
Like zombies and stuff.
A
That would be
post-apocalyptic.
nuts.
Oh, man. How long have we been live? Let's see. We're gonna go to 2 hours today, so we got about another 15 minutes
Is
to
that
go.
a jackrabbit?
That is a massive jackalope. You see the horns?
Mhm.
That is a jackalope. You know what a jackalope is?
A rabbit and an antelope, or whatever.
I didn't know that there was a big jackalope out here, but there is.
You know what I do know?
What?
That I either want some Domino's brownies or some ice cream.
You need to have breakfast.
Andy's ice cream. I did. My breakfast is right here. It's all gone.
All sugar.
Some Andy's ice cream. Or some Baskin Robbins. I'll take Baskin Robbins too.
Let's
Baskin Robbins
see.
or Andy's?
There's none. So we caught a stabbing earlier, y'all. That's about all we caught today was a stabbing.
We caught a. We didn't really catch the stabbing itself. We caught a stabbing. We caught a stab wound bleeding more.
Linda, Buda did turn blue, and you know, we're out towards Liberty Hill, and guess what's happening out there? The same thing that's happening in Buda. All of the outsiders moved in, and it changes everything, and that pisses me off to no end when that stuff happens.
Should do it.
These people move in from places like California and New York. They move out from the inside of Austin and they bring their stupid politics down with them and completely change the area that they're moving into. So all of the locals and the people that have been there forever just get the shaft. You know, and that shit pisses me off, man. They vote for this stupid shit in these cities. They vote for this stupid stuff in the cities. They make these cities unlivable. So they move out and take those same policies and politics with them to the new place so they can ruin it there as well. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know what the answer is to that one, but holy shit, does it make me mad. I'm a NIMBY, not in my backyard. Linda knows what I'm talking about. Linda knows. Sooner, and that's what I'm saying with the divide between the left and the right is so open. You know what I mean? It's so, the divide is so wide right now between the left and the right that there may not be any coming back together at this point. A national divorce may be necessary. I mean, that's just the way it is. Yep, and ruin everything else. It's like we voted for this stuff in a city. It went to shit and it's unlivable, so let's go somewhere else and maybe we can do it. It's just like these people with the communism. Oh, you didn't try true communism. You did it the wrong way. It's like, come on, man. Come on. Do you think you're really going to do it different here and it's going to change? It's suddenly going to possibly work one day? Jesus Christ. So stupid, man. I think everybody's mad in the stream right now. I'm sorry, y'all, for making everybody mad on a Sunday. I think we got a lot of people mad today. That was not the intention, I can promise you that. We're all over here just fuming behind the ears right now, and Joe's over there bored to death. Oh, man, I'm sorry for getting everybody upset today. I can assure you that was not my intention. Right, Joey Joe?
Sure.
So, now, look, guys, I do want to tell you, and I firmly believe this, that everything is going to work out. We live in a resilient, we're all Americans at heart, man. We really are. And I think if it ever came down to it, we could all come back together again. And I honestly think there's more good people out here than bad people. What?
The building Austin thing.
Look at those doors on that thing. Those are like hurricane doors almost.
Yeah.
Nope, Jeffrey, that one you want. That place just needs to go ahead and crack and fall off, if you know what I mean. Haven't they been saying that's going to happen to California forever, that eventually it's just going to fall off into the sea?
Okay, we gotta talk about something. I believe it is time for me to start being paid with either Firehouse subs and or ice cream.
Are you really that hungry?
No, I just think I should start being paid with food because I like both Firehouse subs and ice cream.
All right, I will get you some Firehouse subs.
Let's go! Let's go!
This kid and Firehouse subs.
Hey, yo, remember, if he does not get me it, we have him saying he will get me it on video.
I'll edit it out.
God dang it, no!
Poor Joe. Joe doesn't like the political talk.
Oh, what's going on?
Church. Over here. That's a ISD cop.
Oh.
It's church. See,
I
they're
thought
over
there
on
was
this
a sheriff.
side.
Yeah. Austin ISD.
They're doing something over there.
I thought that was a sheriff.
I don't know if that's church, but they're definitely doing something. Well, guys, I appreciate everyone being on this morning. We are right at 2 hours, and I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Joe and I are going to start handing out water. We're going to drive around until we find enough people to give all the water. I've got to start getting rid of water. We're coming into the winter time, and I've got a bunch of water left over I need to get rid of.
We should start going to our normal spots where people are at.
Down in South Austin?
Yeah. You know where you remember where that truck crashed into the tree?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the name of that center, but we should go to that center and drive around and make sure no one wants water there. And then there's like a center that we always
was over right off Man Shack.
Yeah.
Man Shack. Anyway, guys, thanks everybody for being on for this Sunday morning stream. We had a good stream this morning. We had a good show. I got everybody mad, and I do want to apologize about that. But like I said, man, don't be too upset about it. Things are going to work out. We live in a resilient country. I look at the United States like it's a liver, all right? And I don't know if that falls on many of you, but, the human body, anyway, the liver can regenerate itself and repair itself, and it just moves on to fight another day. And I look at the United States basically like a liver. It can regenerate, heal itself, and it's just going to keep on plugging away. So maybe that's not the best analogy in the world, but that's the way I think about it. I think about the United States being a liver. So everybody have a great day out there. Killer Carla, Linda,
if you get stabbed in the liver,
your liver can heal itself, yeah. Storm Chaser Mark, Jeffrey, Linda, Killer Carla, Butterfly 71, thank you so much for modding over here. You are the super moderator. Zero Foxtrot, Bill, thanks for being on, sir. We're usually live pretty much every day. Most days we have more going on than just driving around bumping my gums, but I appreciate everyone for being on here. I didn't see Library Fox here this morning, but we may catch him later. As always, if you do see me go live in a little while, or if you see me live at any other time today, it is because there's something happening you need to see, an incident or something. Yes, trust in God, Storm Chaser Mark. Say your prayers, trust in God, and everything will be okay. Guys, I will see y'all on the next one.